there is an industry of users who want to share their feedback and who want to share their information because they, like us, like Canon, we want to do better. We want to deliver better. We want to build better. We want you to have a better experience, and we want you to go home at 5 o'clock and have dinner with your family. So it's hard to. I've been with organizations that take a more peanut butter spread kind of around that rule, and then they're really cutting off their nose, right, despite the face. So you need to have a strategy that allows for that kind of bilateral communication while not, breaking the rules and really being a responsible company. The other thing I'm finding actually is, and customers are super excited to be able to kind of find a face to talk to. I mean, you find other ways, right? If it's show floor stuff, if it's user conference stuff, if it's, literally picking up the phone, we'll utilize our support team all the time, to actually just, hey, how are you? What's happening in your life, and give me some feedback. So there are ways that you can collect the information, but definitely, trying to find ways to impart, why this information collection is really important and how it circles back, right? So it's not just about how do we market to you, it's how do we build better for you. So
Yeah, and it's I like what you said, because to me there are things that organizations are going to have to do.
yeah.
And it's you talk about like personalized medicine, which really isn't happening. I think eventually it will, but
It
I mean
will.
it's
It will
like one of
eventually.
those
Yeah.
buzzwords. But it's the same thing where it's personalized business relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're gonna have a lot of radiologists say, I don't want more work. And you have some other twisted buggers that I know that they are coin operated, and
Yeah.
they are just, they don't sleep.
Yeah.
They only sleep, they love it. So they're
Yeah.
like, I do 250 cases a day, studies a day. Dude, sign me up.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Can your solutions help with that? Yes, it can.
Yeah.
And then you build a persona profile around that person. Say, hey, this radiologist, she is obsessed with more cases.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then. And then this person is way more about quality of life. So are you building personas, real individual customer personas? And then are you building account level personas?
Right.
Because there are certain, I'm finding that same kind of thing. I'm like, I just know that some of the people that I interact with at our customer base, this is when they respond. This is the time they respond.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what they do.
Right.
And so I have to adapt my behavior. And so then it's like, how do I get my company to adapt the behavior? How do we make it a notation? This is this individual. This is what they are like. This is
Right.
what they like. These are their preferences. And then at the account level, because
Yeah.
we have some accounts, we have to literally drag them kicking and screaming to do the right thing.
Right.
Like it's just this, and then at some point we have to look at, hey, do we even want to sign a renewal? Like,
Right.
are we so culturally misaligned where we're like, we care more about your customers and your success in the market than you do? This is
Right.
bananas. Like
Right.
there's a disconnect. But then we have others where they want communication constantly from
Yeah.
us. Constantly. We're like, okay, great. How do we adapt to that? And that's like a kind of the next evolution. It's where I think AI and some other kind of stuff, as things get smarter.
Yeah.
I think that's I don't know what your take is, but I think that's inevitable.
So, it's interesting because, you and I, we only have to kind of open up our personal email, and there'll probably be 50 pieces of spam, generally from retail. And, you tread this line where you're like, I don't want to be that, right? And my customers don't want me to be that. But at the same time, here's what I've discovered about especially this space, right? Especially when you're with a vendor who displays empathy and humility, and who understands the part that their software can play in the lives of the users, that there is a benefit to healthcare, to promoting a technology that actually delivers. And selling a technology, actually, on the dotted line, selling a technology that benefits healthcare. Because when we can build that software, when we can sell that software or those solutions, we as a company can grow, and we can then, continue to develop on that software that can then continue to benefit healthcare, right?